Hello, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I always start the exact same way. Say that, say a little, eat food, start the first hunt. It has certainly gotten a bit samey. But today, for now, should be the last real quest. Other than advanced quests in the village. I'm just so questionable. The balance on these is so weird. I don't know about these ones, but like the five monsters. Those ones are very weird about just the pure HP value. But other than these harvest tours and the Calico quests that I still have to do, the last normal quest, hopefully? I'm not... Well, again, it could be that there are ones that are unlocked through other, like, hub quests, but that's its own issue. Yeah, that's fine. And away I go. Because honestly, if this... Oh, that person died? They fell asleep, but they still got the correspondence? I don't know. But this will be the last, like, really important quest. Again, the advanced quests are important too, but... What, once earned, twice shy? Is it saying? Where, having tried those with low rank, and then I think I tried again when I got, like, actual high, basically this gear, but only slightly worse. It was it didn't seem very fun, just because it was just super stat padded. Like, some of it was fine in terms of, like, honestly, the damage they dealt was a lot. But at least if the HP wasn't crazy high, that wouldn't be a problem. But with the HP being super high, it just kind of feels like it would just be a slog at best. Unless I can upgrade to a just all-around better weapon that has, I don't know, another 50 raw attack, or status in an effective, or element in whatever is useful. Weird hit. Fine, but weird. I didn't know they could spin 180 doing that. It's been a while. I like this guy. Like with Marcella being a returning monster, I think a Malfestian would be fun. Just because these are the most recent entries for both of them. Come on. I think. The Frontier is a different question entirely. Ooh, that was a lucky. It was lucky that the that back stepped me far enough back there. That was surprising. It's kind of fun, though. The Monster Hunter Wilds. They got a benchmark released is pretty funny to me. Because it's presumably to be like, hey, buy this, you definitely will be able to run it. With the claim that it's close to the release in terms of like how it's gonna run. Which, I mean, it's better than absolutely nothing, maybe? But it is kind of fun. Because I was curious, so I was like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll try this thing. And it has like... It doesn't have any like crazy high particle monster attacks or anything, it's just sort of moving around and playing a cutscene. So I don't know. Maybe maybe particles and big attacks don't affect how it's been set up. I don't know enough about the work behind the scenes in video games, but either way, it just feels funny. Presumably benchmarks are supposed to be representative. I just don't know if there's a way to know if it's representative when the full game is not released yet. And I mean, the backlash could be a problem, but they might already get, you know, what they want out of it. If the backlash occurs, who knows. I imagine it's accurate enough, though. It's just sort of like, Breath of the Wild had frame issues on the Switch in certain areas when there was grass, a lot of grass you lit on fire and stuff like that. It's like edge cases where a game can struggle, and then they obviously can't run a benchmark designed around the edge cases, but they could run one built around the expected high resource demand cases. What am I fighting? Am I fighting Lagiacris? Lagiacris, whatever. So it could be 6, it could be 10. I'm just not hearing. Assume that it's not at 7. Ah, actually no, 7 does have water. 7, 8, 10's where I'll go. Yeah, kind of. They wouldn't be able to do a benchmark that reflects poorly, because if they're like, oh, this is the worst case scenario, then people would be like, oh, it won't run at all, and it has to be a relatively complicated decision as to how to set up a benchmark for something like that. Because there's you want to make it look good so people buy it. Or you want to make it look, playable. So people buy it. If you lie, there's so many things where you can just refund it. And if it's bad enough, they will basically be forced to refund it. That's what happened with Cyberpunk on the PlayStation 3. It was so bad that Sony, or it was PlayStation 4. I can't remember how long ago that was anymore. It would have been the 4, right? Or maybe 4 versus 4 Pro or something like that. It also could be the Xbox as well and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting to see how it will. It's probably fine, is my assumption. I'm looking forward to it. What's this? Oh, good. Charging, despite the fact that I wasn't there when the charge started. just here to break the back. That's what I always focus first on this guy because, I don't know, it's funny. I'm surprised how short that hit was. Yeah, I fully expected to get electrocuted there. But it didn't actually linger. Which is shocking. It's also not shocking. But, I don't know. Not really anything to say while fighting this monster. It's just kind of... I fought it enough times that it's just kind of one of the monsters. Oh, I am kind of wondering what... I don't wonder what groupings monsters and wilds will have. Like, groupings in a weird sense. Oop, that was lucky. Because I sort of, in my mind, I think I group stuff. I have a tendency to group stuff together. So like, oh, that's bad. Yep, wrong direction. Though, I think I'd say the main grouping that I do with monsters in this is, are they annoying? If so, they are in the annoying group. Are they interesting? Then they're in the interesting group. That's kind of the limit to the main... I mean, obviously, dangerous is its own sort of... This is dangerous, this is annoying, this is... like... fun. A lot of stuff does fall into the annoying category for different reasons. Like in Rise, I'd say Almudron was annoying. That's how I would group it. I think Nargacuga in Sunbreak, as in Master Ranks, that had the double tail slam. Or tail slam 90-degree rotation around the hunter, tail slam again. Yep. Oh! That one looks weird. It's fine, it's just the... It impacts... I don't know. The tiniest bit faster than I expect. Not in a I timed it wrong sense, but in a... I would assume the lightning would show up a tenth of a second before I got hit, instead of getting hit at the same instant. Which, realistically, it would be hit at the same instant and whatever, but... This is a big... swimming lizard... dragon... thing that shoots lightning, so realism's not really the most vital. It's not make or break. Come on, let me do it. Gotcha. Except that's not what I was trying to pick up. Huh? Did I actually get the Superman off in time? That did not look like it should have worked. Hey, too slow. I wonder how many monsters are going to be like Almudron and kind of annoying. Almudron did grow on me eventually, like basically getting the anti-mud skill, and then boom, he isn't super annoying to fight anymore. I just didn't enjoy having to deal with mud that slows you down. Because it was mostly more annoying than it was dangerous. Most of the time. I guess I'll harvest this, then go deliver stuff. I wonder if Almudron will come back. That was a Rise, a new one for Rise, right? I wonder what monsters are gonna return, if any. Like, I wonder if Gosarog will come back. I think Gosarog could. There's no reason I can think of that it wouldn't. Beyond just not bringing stuff back in general. Like, you can only bring so many monsters into a game. And maybe just Gosarog isn't the highest priority. There's probably some that would be weird to bring because of, like, aesthetic reasons. You can't really bring Guy's Magorm. You could, but it would be... It'd be like bringing Zora Magdaros. So it would have to have a lot more effort to make it usable as a monster, as opposed to just setting up its movement, model, everything. You'd have to do that and have an arena that it would be fightable in. So it'd be more effort than it would probably be worth. I mean, it's an okay fight. Just not normal. Oh, actually, I should really take free supplies. Except now my inventory's more full. Oh. I guess that was a subquest. Well, good thing I came back. I wonder if they would bring... I don't remember if World had subquests. I feel like subquests could come back, just not in how Wilds is set up. Because for Wilds, it would just be like, oh, this is another minor quest instead of different from a subquest, because you don't have to do it on the same. It's like, it's not something you do necessarily in the same trip, because the trips never end, never have to end. Maybe. Just, it's almost fun to mindlessly speculate about what they could potentially do. Because there might be stuff that's already been revealed that I've ignored because I'm not watching live streams of them revealing gameplay, because that would reveal some gameplay details that I'm not interested in until actually playing it. I wonder if there's gonna be any, like, what could work from Rise? Like, Magna Mallow, I think technically could come back. It might have issues with lore, but Gormagala coming back at all, I think, had lore issues, so not really the be-all end-all. It's like, it could come back, because it seems like structurally it wouldn't need that much. Like, it has its own status effect. That's one, I don't know, technical difficulty in bringing it back, but so would the frenzy virus would have been the same, so that probably wouldn't stop it being brought back. Aesthetics absolutely could be a reason to not bring it back. It might not fit in the World of Wild, which the World of Wild might still be in the same world as every other game, in which case the region of Wild would be a more accurate way to phrase it. I need to stop sharpening in scenarios like this. I should have ran left, but it's definitely gonna roar. Or electric, so be safe. Oh, it didn't. I guess because I interrupted it twice. Wow. Good. Lucky. Lucky. Thank you, cat. Should be fine. Now it's gonna explode with lightning. There it is. Ugh. They're probably not, I mean, they're definitely not going to bring back, like, Risen variants, because I don't think they ever bring those back. They could bring back, like, Magma Almudron or Bishaten. Bishaten! I think Bishaten would be kind of nice. I'm stunned. Actually, the stand-up from stun animation is kind of bad. It, bad. It animates with the hunter pulling their weapon out, despite the fact that when you're stunned, you don't draw your weapon. So the fact that the weapon gets drawn and then you stand up and then the weapon is instantly put away is kind of, iffy. But it's just to reuse animations, so it's easier for them. And it's not really a big problem. Nope. Again, the animations when roars and weapons and stuff are frustrating. With roars and weapons and stuff. Need a ration. Delicious. Nutritious, and it helps to build muscles as the hunter indicates every time they eat food. That was weird. Yeah, I think Bishaten would actually be a great monster to bring back. I don't know, it's sort of like a Great Macau, only better. Save me. You were a little late in saving me. Oh, that was a bad heal. I should have healed sooner. But it worked out. Healing's gonna be weird. Like the drink system? Excuse me. Sorry. But like the gradual heal instead of insta full heal, it's gonna be weird to go back to. Except with movement, so it's different in other ways as well, but that's a bug net. That's useless. Bishaten's fun. Orangutan could come back and Bishaten wouldn't. I think that would be fine. There's not really that many super specific standout monsters to me. Like, I'd probably remember them if I, you know, saw a picture, read their name, stuff like that, but I don't know if there were that many that felt new. Like, I think Gosarog was new. I thought I was outside the AoE, but I was not. It's in perma lightning. It is never going back to normal. Until I guess stagger it or mount it or something. But, it's not a kappa, or whatever the pronunciation should be, but the sumo wrestler The sumo turtle is pretty good. It could probably come back for not being too restricted in terms of design. I think it could return, personally. I don't... Oh, come on, that's questionable. Oh, I can't even remember his name. I know it's just with a T. The only word that comes to my mind with T is Temnothoron, whatever the pronunciation for that is. Which is not what that monster even is. I just don't... It's the only word coming to my mind. Ooh, that was close. Good try. You're a bit late. This is one thing about monsters like this that bugs me. I wish they couldn't enrage so regularly. Like, not from a difficulty perspective, but for variety. Like in Sunbreak, Velkhana, I think that's the ice dragon thing. Velkhana would permanently be covered in ice, basically. You basically fought it with pre-ice phase to start, and then after that, it was an ice phase basically the whole time I fought it. And it's sort of, it's a pity, because it has a moveset outside of that that's different. I know it's bad. I'm stunned, probably. Yep. And I got unlucky. I think I deserved to die there if it had gone for any other attack. But it always feels bad to be unlucky, because it could have just not had lightning strike me, based on how it seems to be, but it could also be predictable where it spawns the lightning. Oh, I hate that. I hate the inventory system. Because it just looks awful. You can't like, oh yeah, I want my max potions to always be in the same spot. You have to accept that, oh yeah, you use this up. Now the mega potions are in the weirdest location. It's not an issue with this game specifically. I think the entire series does it the same way. I just kind of wish there was a way to set first slot is potion, second slot's mega potion, etc. And then, no matter how your inventory is laid out, you always draw from the inventory based on those slots. Which is less of an issue in World and Rise, because you can use the quick menu, which mostly solves that for the stuff that you need to use a lot. So it's sort of I forgot that it curved that much. It sort of solves it without, like, solving it. Unless there's a way to do that with the, like, that menu in those games that I never did because I just used the quick menu. I don't even know if it's called a quick menu. Quick access, whatever they called it. That's, like, why is he moving like that? I guess you gotta make distance to shoot lightning at me, but... Here's an ogre. Come on. He's a very good judge of how long his tail is now that he's lost the end of it. That would have hit the spikes. That would have hit the spikes. That 100% should have jumped. But because I guess the hitbox on his legs pushed me out, and between them didn't have a hitbox for me to jump off of, so hit air instead of hitting what it should have hit. Anyway, goofy, but kind of a problem that's specific to this entry, and will probably never be a problem again if they never bring back hunting styles. Okay, this last normal potion. I still have first aids that I should be using instead of normal potions, but it didn't even limp when it left not that long ago. Weird. It's not a capture, so it's fine, but weird. I mean, Zinogre's definitely going to be in Wilds. There's no way. There's no way that he won't be. Because Zinogre versus Raidao? Like a turf war where they blast each other? That would be a pretty good time. I mean, Raidao would probably win versus a normal Zinogre. Ooh, I wonder how many... So if there's like each biome has an alpha or whatever idea is gonna occur in Wilds, I wonder if they're gonna have quests where they... Like a quest in the ice area where Raidao is invading type thing. And they're behaving weirdly so that they can have the head honchos fight one another. And see turf wars with them. Really looking forward to turf wars. Because they add... Ooh! Ooh! If those skills were good, that would be really good. Sadly, I don't think I need Thunder Resist most of the time. And I have no idea what Team Player does. But ignoring that, that was a very good charm. And also remind me that I need to go do the melding that I forgot about for like 10 hunts. And I could have gotten 3 sets of meldings done. Yeah, I got no quests, so that seems to be the last normal quest, other than the Prowler. And, you know, other stuff. That's good. Nope. 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 Oh. Wow, those were all really bad. That was remarkable how bad those were. I think once I get here is where I have to start thinking. You know, multiple gathering 10s, so I can start destroying those and ones that are lower. But I think that was the last 10-star village hunter quest. It's also possible that a bunch more have shown up and they haven't done any dialogue. There could be ones that I have to unlock by talking to other people, stuff like that, but that's it for now. So I'll do a quick Prowler quest. My Prowler's actually on level now. Instead of being, I don't know, 15 or 18 instead of 35, it's gonna be better. Oh yeah, actually, looking at this. 73 at level 4 versus 203, but that actually includes the weapon. Whereas this is a bad weapon, but it does have a lot more HP. 20, it has 120, so it's gained over 10 HP. One, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5. It's definitely a lot better. Which will be nice. it won't be useful for this quest. This quest doesn't do anything. It's just collecting some random stuff, but it'll be fine. This one I know has the potential for useful stuff. Beeline lander. It will maximize my potential for stealing herbivore eggs and wyvern eggs and stuff. I got lander, sweet. I don't actually know if it's helpful on this map though. Verdant Hills. Actually, if that is the one I'm thinking it is, that is useful. This will be pretty quick. Hopefully. Yep. Perfect place to start. Not ideal to have a monster in the area that I want to steal from, but I'm greedy and I'm going to go for it. I have feline lander, so running away will be quicker. Still might get roared at and drop it instantly, but that's not important. Oh, it's just a Najarala. That totally can't encircle me and make it impossible to escape. It's a roar? Yep. Wow. Why did it take that long for it to recover from a roar? Do prowlers actually take longer and I've just never noticed? Greedy. It didn't work. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go gather other stuff for a bit until this guy leaves. Because I'm not gonna kill it, that'd be a waste of time. But gathering minerals, very safe. Yeah, okay, this is pretty relaxed. The Orestone piece, I don't know which, what, like, that getting blasted is crazy. Like, they really stagger a lot. It's a cat versus Najarala. It's not like cats are afraid, even more afraid of. What the heck? Oh, yeah, it's right here. It's not where I thought it was. Yeah, I'm also doing this because I can get some charms. So I'm like, okay, might as well mine. Because it could be Orestone chunks that are better than Orestone pieces. Wow. I am a lot tankier than I used to be, considering how little damage that guy did there. Please? Thank you. Thank you. I love it when greed almost pays off. That is really annoying, how big that AoE is on the scales. Come on. I'm clearly able to get out of that. I'm a tiny little cat. Oh, I guess I have to leave and come back. Armor spheres are probably good to get. Is there more mining down below? Maybe there's some burning stuff. I haven't gathered that in a while. More mining up there. Yep. Okay, come on. Jump where I want you to. Thank you. There's also a very real chance that Najarala never leaves that location. Because I don't know if I've ever seen a Najarala outside of there. Well, guess I'll see what the value of the pieces is. If the pieces are 500 each, it'll be easy. If the pieces are 200 each, less easy. If they're 1,000 each, I'm done. Yeah, I don't think Najarala leaves that. And if it does, it doesn't leave it very quickly. What is the community? I'm just thinking, like, food effects. Things that are relevant in this game right now. Feline lander. 200 each. Okay. Slow, but pretty good amount. But feline lander. I wonder if there's going to be any interesting food effects in Wilds. I doubt it. I don't really think any of the food effects in World or Rise were very interesting. Some of them were impactful, but not really interesting. Well, that's enough. The Nadrala did move, which means that if I go up and over and down, I can steal a wyvern egg, which is, I think, worth 1,000, and that'll be good. Hopefully, because I think the mushrooms are worth at least 50. Ooh, if they're only worth 50, then that's not enough. It's also possible the egg's worth 1,200, but I might not remember correctly. Pretty sure it's at least 1,000. So I'm now worrying if it's only 800 or something. But I have feline lander. I should be able to jump down the cliff. It'll be quick. Instead of having to make my way down carefully. We'll double check. I don't trust my own anything. Yeah, prevent stumbling. I wonder whether wilds will only be unique. If the only, like, unique new thing they will do is the open-ish world. Bigger zones really is more accurate than open world, but like not having to return after every mission, stuff like that, might be enough. Like, it might be all that they need. But I wonder if it's gonna have any weird, I don't know, monster. I guess monster encounters, like, it's probably gonna have like some random siege monster fight setup, I imagine. Just because, I don't know, it seems like a staple of the series in one form or another. Like Lao Shanlong has existed. Zora Magdaros. The whole Rampage quest system. The intro, the very first intro fight of Monster Hunter 4 is sort of kind of more like a siege than a real hunt. It's also not really a real siege, but I think it shares more with the siege than a real hunt. I just wonder how much. Maybe the Lao Shanlong isn't actually a full-on siege battle. I've never done it. I know it's in this game. But I also don't know if it in this game is accurate to when it was originally introduced. I have like 9 points on the prowler now. That's kind of nice. That would make healing a lot better if I actually had the true health horn. Because it'd be easier to store excess charge. Keep 3 points to upkeep the boomerang buffs. The level makes a lot more difference than I thought it did. Ah, yes. Stun plus 6. Just what I needed. At this stage of the game. Though 6 might be enough to make stun usable. 6 from that, 4 from decorations is achievable. Not doing that. That one looks kind of annoying. You just have to aim, but... yeah, I'm not doing it today. I think these actual hunts will take too long. And if I have to be honest, I don't like hunting small monsters. They take... that would probably take closer to 20 minutes than it should. So, it's a bit short. Not way too short, but I'll wrap up here. Next time, I should maybe be able to finish the prowler quests, depending on how long the actual hunts take. But I should be able to do 2 of 3, 2 of the 3 there at the minimum, which might then unlock more. I don't know, but I'm done for now with the punter quests in the village. Again, there's advanced quests that I should try again soon. Probably following them in order. Like, do this one first. It's just a bunch of mushrooms. But presumably with a dangerous monster there. I hate Yangaruga, so I actually think this one won't be fun. This one could be interesting. This one looks awful because 3, 4, maybe 5 out of 5 of those I don't really enjoy that much. And then it's super hard versions of them. This one, 2 out of 5 I don't really like all that much, but they also hit crazy hard. That one looks awful because they might be both Rathians, well, both Wraths at the same time. If it's one at a time, it might not be awful. And that one I know is pretty rough. But I will probably try them before I go back to the hub. Because if I can do them, then I can finish all the village quests, and then I'll be done with the village. Which will be a, I don't know, pretty solid landmark to maybe come back to. But that's it for today. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Ooh, that cat just jumped out of nowhere. Oh, so that one.